king of TV bowling, capturing footage of the tri-state area's best bowlers, where you could be our next featured champion. Good afternoon, King Show fans. Vic Amon here for another edition of the King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series. Today we are at Gilmore Lanes for the Sunday afternoon sweeper. We got a great match in store for you folks. Starting things out here, we're going to have Alec Blue, the newcomer, facing off here against Devin Hoffer. Alec Blue is a 172 average bowler, and he's going to be facing off against one of the top scratch bowlers in the area in Devin Hoffer. Alec has elected to start the match. He was the higher seed, and his opening pitch tugs it a little bit to the left, missing the pocket entirely as he leaves the 1-3-9. Not how you want to start things out, but Alec's looking to bring this spare back. Alec is getting 39 pins in this matchup. This is a handicap match, 80% of 220. And unfortunately, he tugs that one again, missing the entire grouping there. So he goes 7 out in his first frame in the opener. Not what he was looking to do here. Let's see how Devin Hoffer handles this here. Devin is a 229 average bowler. Works at Coleraine Bowl on the west side of town. And his opening pitch goes a bit light, wide of the pocket. Fortunate enough to break up the 210 split, leaving just the 2-pin. Devin is from the Franklin, Ohio area. Makes the trip every week to work at Coleraine Bowl and bowl in the weekly sweepers in the area. As he brings that spare back, so Devin stays clean in the first, trying to chip away at that 39-pin handicap lead that Alec starts out with. But with that early open, a couple marks here, Devin will have that pretty much taken care of. Devin comes from a long line of bowling family members. Great pitch there by Devin, and he snaps the 10-pin out. So Devin taking advantage of that early open. All right, well, let's see how Alec handles things here in the second frame. See if he can get something going, maybe possibly get on the strike train here. Alec playing up the boards. Some good clean roll there. Good shot there by Alec Blue. Got the corner out, and he has a strike in the second frame. You might recognize the last name Blue. That's right. He's the better half, or the other half, so to speak, of his wife, Tasia Blue. Tasia was on our telecast a couple times, and she is the 2017 Ruby Division USBC National Women's Champion. So congratulations to Tasia. As Alec's looking to make another good pitch here on lane 19. Goes a bit wide of his mark, leaves just the 2-pin. Fortunate enough he didn't have the 10-pin with it. Ball just not quite getting back to the hole. Alec looking to straighten things out here and bring this spare back. And he does that. So Alec keeping it clean in the second and third. Which gives him 27 scratch. After that mark, Devin looking to get a double here. Chip away at that lead. And he gets a great break. Let's check that one out on the cheapbowlingballs.com instant replay. Head pin off the sideboard here, mixing it up. A little love tap on the 10, and Devin's got himself a double, and he is now on the strike train. So great break there for Devin Hoffer. He's looking to make it 3 in a row here on lane 19, playing that deep inside line. Great shot there by Devin, taking 10 straight back. 10 in the pit, every pin doing its job. Putting the pressure on Alec Blue at this point. Well, let's see how Alec Blue handles this situation here. Devin's pretty much in the driver's seat of this match. He's recovered the handicap pins. Alec's got to mount some kind of a charge here as he goes wide of the mark, leaving the 1, 2, 4, 8. Not something you really want to leave again. This is a very choppable spare attempt here for Alec. He's going to have to cover the pins with the ball and get that nasty sleeper. Let's see what he does here. Tries to play off the strike line. And unfortunately, he does chop the spare. So he goes 9 out in that frame. And he is digging himself a little bit of a hole here, as he has given Devin Hoffer another opening. Alec is going to have to mount some kind of challenge here, get back on. He's got to bounce back right here, though. This is a crucial point in this game. On lane 19, let's see if he can make an adjustment. Looks like he's putting a little bit of a tighter line. Good shot there by Alec, but unfortunately left a half 10. Looks like he made that adjustment that he needs to make. Instead of flagging the shot, he's tightened things up, going a little bit of the frozen rope. Changes to a spare ball here. He's going to straighten things out in hopes of bringing this back, and he does. So Alec making the 10 pin, trying to hang tough in this match. At this point, he's going to need some kind of break out of Devin Hoffer. Devin's lined up, and he's quite possibly could run this thing out here. Devin wheeling it. Another great shot again. He's dialed in, but unfortunately it leaves the smash 10. A little bit tighter line there by Devin, not as much arc. 6-pin goes up and around the 10. Devin going to change to a popular character in my household. That's right. He's throwing the SpongeBob SquarePants ball. I got 2 boys, and they like to watch their SpongeBob. So Devin looking to bring this spare back with his spare SpongeBob, and he does. Well, we would also like to congratulate Devin this week. Devin was our lucky free ball giveaway winner. We had a ball to give away courtesy of the Bowler's Edge Pro Shop, California Bowling, and the King of TV Bowling channel. One lucky contestant was drawn out of a hat, and Devin was our free ball giveaway winner. So congratulations, Devin, who won a big Kahuna Tribal this week. As Devin makes another great shot, gets a great break, tripping out the 4-pin. Devin got the break earlier on the 10, and he got the lazy 4 to trip as well. Let's check that one out on the cheapbowlingballs.com instant replay. Head pin twisting off the sideboard, nudges the 4. 4 goes out late forward. So great break by Devin Hoffer. Everything's going his way at this point. Alec Blue, buddy, you're going to have to get on the strike train to have any chance in this match. Unfortunately, he goes wide of his mark again, leaving another difficult spare to bring back. This one's a little tricky, folks, as he leaves the 2-7-8 split. He's going to have to shoot this one from the outside and hopefully shoot that 2-pin over into the 7 and cover the 8-pin with the ball. And he goes straight at it, and he gets the break. So Alec does bring that split back. Not the way you draw it up, but hey, it looks good on paper, right? Alec is a member of the Boys in Brown. He is a UPS employee, and we want to thank him for all his hard work he puts in. I know I like seeing the big brown truck when I get my bowling ball deliveries, and I appreciate all his hard work. Alec's got to get something going here, though. Get back in this match. A little bit better shot there. And he gets the great break. So he gets a little bit of a mixer and gets on the strike train after making that tough spare. But at this point, it's Devin Hoffer's to lose. You know, he's been dialed in, making some great pitches. Just keep the ball in play, and he's going to move on. And I had to speak too soon, folks. Devin had one snap through the nose as he leaves the dreaded 4-6-7 split. Not much you can really do on this one. He's going to take the 2, it looks like. Yep, that's what he's going to do. And he does that. So he goes 9 out in this frame. And that gives a little bit of an opening here to Alec Blue. Devin looking to regroup here and try and close things out in this match. Another pitch going through the nose. The absolute identical lead. The 4-6-7 again, back to back. Unbelievable, Andy Mack. What are you going to do in this situation? He's going to have to try and bounce it out. He's going to have to stay in this match here. He's giving Alec an opening. He gave that one a little bit more of a run. Unfortunately, he only gets 1 of the 7, and back-to-back opens is leaving the door open here on the paper for Alec Blue. Alec getting 39 pins. This one's not over yet, folks. Alec's got to go to work here to climb back in this match. He was currently down 10 sticks before those back-to-back opens, so let's see if he can make a double here and get on the strike train. He's tightened his line up there, folks. Great shot there by Alec Blue. That gives him a double. And here he comes, folks. He's been hanging in there. It's been a little bit of a seesaw match. Alec with another strike here will give him a 9-pin lead. So let's see what he's got in store for us here. Looks like he's made the adjustment. So he's taking his time here, being deliberate. Oh, he yanked that one, but he gets a great break. 6-pin goes out late. That gives him some turkey time and a 9-pin lead on Devin Hoffer. Devin's got to go to work here. He's going to have to finish strong to keep the pressure on. And goes a bit light of his mark there. Getting a little shaker 4-pin. Not over yet for Devin. See if he can convert the spare and go off the sheet here. He can still go out for 204. Gonna keep Alec honest here. Devin using the interchangeable thumb, as most of the modern players are doing these days. Devin made a ball change and leaves another solid 10. He's pretty much done the math in his head. At this point, this one's all but over due to the handicap. With a spare and a strike conversion, it'll put Devin in the 190s. He flags a spare. That'll give him 183. But a great run today by Devin Hoffer. Just got a couple breaks there in the 7th and 8th frame, back-to-back splits. That pretty much cost him this match. Well, Alec Blue just needs to stay in the building, and he's going to win his first match in the sweeper series. Staying deliberate here. A little bit of loft. A little high, but he trips the 4-pin out. Doesn't matter how you get them done, folks, just so that you strike and strike often. Alec finishing with a flurry here. That's 4 in a row. And this one's all but over. Alec just going through the motions here. Did what he had to do today. Hung tough and finished strong. So you just never know what can happen in these sweeper matches. Looking to make it 5, and he does. Hitting them thin to win, as Slammin' Sam used to say. That gives Alec a 44-pin lead with his handicap. With a max potential in the 240s. He could finish with 209 scratch. Goes 6 out for the final of the 10th frame. That gives him 205 with 244 with his handicap. So Alec Blue is your winner of match number 1 today at the Gilmore Lane Sunday Sweeper. He's going to move on to face Jared Sierra, who has been on our telecast a couple times, as well as the Coleraine Bowl and Brentwood Bowl sweepers. Alright, well, these guys are finishing their warm-ups for match number 2 today. We're going to have Alec Blue, the newcomer to the Sweeper Series, facing off against Jared Sierra. We'd like to thank everybody that stopped on out to Gilmore Lanes this Sunday. The attendance was a little bit light due to a couple other events going on in the area. We got the Chief Brian Himmler out of Cherry Grove Lanes with his summer team bash. There's going to be 2 more weekends of that event. Next week at Cherry Grove, we'll be out there with the cameras covering the festivities out there. So stop on out. We're going to get a look at Jared Sierra in match number 2. As Jared elects to start on lane 19. Leaves a half 10 in his opening pitch. Jared, pretty much a staple at all the local sweeper events. Comes out every week, puts in his time, and unfortunately he flags his spare attempt in the opening frame here in the second match, giving the newcomer Alec Blue a shot here. Alec battling it out with a tough opening match with Devin Hoffer. See what he does here in match number 2 in his opening pitch. Goes a bit wide of the mark, but he's going with that frozen rope again. He made the adjustment in match number 1, and he's going to tighten the line up again. So he leaves a 2-pin. Alec is going to shoot this off his strike mark here. And he brings that one back. So good cover there by Alec Blue in the first. He jumps out to a quick lead on Jared Sierra as he is getting 39 pins in this match. This is a handicap event, 80% of 220. Alec being very deliberate, getting his feet set. Four-step delivery. And he tugged that one just a touch. Goes through the nose, leaving the 3-pin. But another simple single pin spare attempt for him here. Shouldn't have too much of an issue bringing this one back. And he does cover. So back-to-back spare conversions by Alec Blue. Jared Sierra, he's going to have to chip away at this handicap lead at this point. Kind of dug himself a little bit of a hole with that early open. But Jared's a 219 average bowler, and he can fight. That's a great shot by Jared. Gets an excellent break. 4-9 was up there for a second. 4 crumbled down into the 9-pin, and he will take it. So great break there for Jared Sierra in the second. Gets him on the strike train. Let's see if he can turn this into a quick double. Jared's got a smooth form, good solid roll. I like to consider it more of a stranker. He's got that smooth stroke, but he gets on it like a cranker. And lo and behold, he almost left the 4-9 on the right-hand lane, and he definitely left it this time on lane 19. Tough break there for Jarrett. Ball just showing no sign of deflection, going right through. He's going to have to give this one a shot here to stay in this match. He's giving it a run. Great shot there by Jared Sierra. Let's check that one out on the cheapbowlingballs.com instant replay. Fits it right up before it goes into the 9 for the conversion. So great split pickup there by Jarrett. But unfortunately, he is in the rears by quite a few at this point. Let's see what Alec Blue has in store for us here in the third. Great shot there by Alec Blue, absolutely shredding the rack on lane 20. Probably the best pitch he's thrown all day. As he charges out to a commanding lead in this match. Alec's starting to look pretty comfortable out there. Might have brushed off the early jitters in his opening match. Gets his feet set. And unfortunately, he goes through the nose. So that left-hand lane is giving him some fits. Back-to-back times he goes way high as he leaves the 6-10. Alec is going to change to his harder surface friction spare ball, straighten it out, and look to bring it back. And he does just do that. So Alec staying clean in this one. It's going to make Jarrett work. Just keeping the marks flowing on the board and keeping the pressure on Jared Sierra. So Jared with that excellent split conversion. See if he can get back on the strike train here. Wow. What do you say? Unbelievable. Jared just goes trip 4-9, 4-9, stone 8. And his opening shot, he left a half 10. So Jared's been peppering the pocket with no result whatsoever. Got the great break on a trip 4-9. Just ball is just driving way too hard. But he does bring the 8-pin back. Scratch it ahead and just not quite sure what to do here to get the pin carry flowing. But he's going to have to keep chipping away, keep putting the ball in the pocket, and good things will happen. But at this point, after that spare conversion, that puts Jarrett down about 56 sticks with the handicap. looking to chip away at that lead. Another good shot by Jared, just a little bit high, leaving the 4-pin. Showing a little bit of frustration, and I can understand when the pins aren't really falling and you're doing everything you think is right. There's not much you can really do to change. Maybe possibly a ball change. I don't know. But Jared does bring the spare back. With that conversion, that gives him 87 in the 5th frame. Alec at this point, he is in the driver's seat. Another strike here, and that's going to put him out to a 60-pin lead. And that's another great shot there by Alec Blue. He is looking comfortable right now, folks. And with that strike, that gives Alec a 108 scratch in the 5th. With his handicap, that gives him 147. So he just jumped out to a 60-pin lead. Looking to make it a double and take an absolutely commanding lead in this match. Yanked it again, and he gets a great break. Going Brooklyn. Alec having some troubles on that left-hand lane, but he gets a great break crossing over, giving him a huge double in this match. Jared's going to have to strike and strike often from here on out. And he finally gets one to fall. So we got the love tap on the 10 on lane 20. Great shot there by Jared Sierra. With that strike, that gives him 107 in the 6th. Jared's max potential at this point is 227. And he's going to need every bit of it. Another great shot there by Jared. Going half 10 again. He is just shaking his head at this point. There isn't really much he can do. He's been pounding the pocket, getting absolutely 0 results. As he changes to a spare ball to bring it back. And he does do that. So, unfortunately for Jared, just not in the cards today for his pin carry. He's going to need some serious breaks here from Alec to get back into this match. As Alec is up well in the 60-pin area. After that spare, Jared was at 127. And right now his max potential is in the 217 at looking range. Alec makes a great pitch there as he leaves a solid 10, giving Jared a little bit of daylight here. As he changes to his spare ball again, going to straighten it out, and he does bring it back. So great showing by Alec Blue in this match. Really keeping the pressure on. As that gives him 145 scratch in the 7th frame. He is currently at 184 with his handicap and up 57 pins. That difficult left-hand lane's been giving him troubles. He goes high yet again. So his last 4 pitches on the left-hand lane have either gone high or Brooklyn, as this time he leaves the very choppable 3-6-10. Let's see if Alec elects to hook into it or throw a straight ball with a spare. he's going to look like he's going to hook into it with a strike ball here. See how that works out for him. And unfortunately, he chops the spare attempt. So he goes 9 out in that frame, giving him 154 in the 8th. With his handicap, he is at 193. So right now, it's go time for Jared Sierra. They have any chance in this match. Not mathematically out of it, but a great shot there by Jared. So he takes 10 straight back. As we stated, Jarrett's max potential at this point is 217. He can finish strong here and at least make Alec show up. Another great shot there by Jared Sierra. Looks like that arm swing got a little bit loose, and the pins are responding. They are falling at this point now for him. So that gives Jared a key double late in this match. Alec Blue just basically needs a solid mark and a good count from here out. And he's going to lock it up. And Alec pulling yet another shot through the nose. Did not get the break this time, as he leaves the 4-6-7 split. This might be the break that Jared Sierra was looking for here. Let's see if Alec elects to take the count or go for it. So he's throwing off his strike mark here. And he takes the 2 sticks. So he goes 9 out in the 9th frame. Back-to-back opens. Unfortunately, as he has 163 scratch in the 9th. With his handicap, he is currently at 202. So Jared is cutting into that lead. If Jared does happen to strike here, he will cut this lead to 17 pins. So, but honestly, Alec just needs a solid mark at this point with his handicap to lock things down. And he gets another great break. Going Brooklyn again. His last 5 shots on that frame have gone on the Brooklyn side, and he carried another great one. So it's going to be all she wrote, unfortunately, for Jared Sierra. Alec's max potential at this point is 193. And he crosses over yet again, this time way outside of his mark there, leaving the 136. Might be getting a little fast with his feet. Maybe some fatigue setting in, as we bowled 3 qualifying games, and now this is his 5th game of the day. But nonetheless, he's going to move on as he makes that spare from the outside. Jarrett looking to fill things out here. Unfortunately for him, too little too late. Now the pins are falling once it's out of reach. As Alec finished with 222. Jarrett's max potential is in 217. Going to be a little less than that now at this point. But a great run today by Jared Sierra. We appreciate him stopping out to the Gilmore Lane Sunday Sweeper. I'm sure he'll move on to the Coleraine Bowl event. But the final score of this match was Alec Blue, as he wins 222 to 204 over Jared Sierra. Alright folks, well we are getting set for match number 3 today at the Gilmore Lane Sunday Sweeper. As these guys are finishing their warm-ups. We're going to have some power going in this one now as Alec Blue, who's gotten through 2 matches already, is going to face off against the two-handed phenom from Franklin, Ohio, Nolan White. Nolan, one of the top competitors in the area, has been a frequent finalist on our Sweeper Series. As he opens this match up with a great pitch, shredding the rack. Nolan pretty much hits all the sweepers in the area. He hits Coleraine, Western, Brentwood, Gilmore. He's been down to Florence. And I'm sure he's going to hit Super Bowl as well on Fridays, but Nolan just an absolute powerhouse, to say the least. He's going to give Alec Blue a fight, that's for sure. So Alec's going to have to bring his A game as he got by Jared Sierra and Devin Hoffer. And he opens up with a great pitch of his own, leaving the 10-pin. But he looks like he bumped inside a little bit, starting to circle the ball. Changes to a spare ball here, looking to bring this one back. And he does. So Alex staying clean in the first. As once again, previously stated, he's going to be getting 39 sticks. Nolan White has an astonishing average, and he is a scratch bowler, so Alec has been fighting the big boys all day. Let's see if he can get by another one here. It's on lane 19, and he made the adjustment, so Alec striking in the 1-3 pocket on lane 19. As he's trying to keep the pressure on this powerhouse and Nolan White. Great shot there by Nolan. Absolutely leaves nothing on the pin deck. Gets himself a quick double, and he is already on the strike train. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row and get himself some turkey time here. Nolan out of Franklin, Ohio. Greater Miami bowler. And that is 3 in a row for Nolan. So Nolan got himself an early turkey. And he is letting Alec know that he is here to play. Warming up in the wings for the final match, we got Matthew Staninger out of Centerville, Ohio. So that should be an exciting final, whoever gets to face him. Alec looking to throw a double of his own here. Another great shot there by Alec. As he goes back-to-back 10 pins. Really seemed to find a groove there, but just not getting the pin carry on lane 20. Unfortunately, he flags the 10-pin spare attempt. And that's going to cost him. Not something you want to do against a guy like Nolan White. You know, the old saying goes, when you shark sees blood in the water, it's going to be trouble. So Alex going to have to get back on here and try and keep some of that pressure on Nolan White. And Alec making another pulled pitch on lane 20, but gets away with it. Crossing over. Every ball's a picture ball, as Ed Hammond used to say. And I'm sure Alec will take that one. So he just needs to calm down the nerves, slow his feet down, and get back in it. Nolan White nearly fouling on that shot. Takes another 10 back. playing the high wire act on that one. Might have something special here, folks. Nolan's got the front four. Another great pitch by Nolan White. He's got the front five, and I don't think he is looking back as he jumps out to a 8-pin lead now on Alec. He's gobbled up that handicap, so Nolan's really putting the pressure on Alec. Let's see how he responds. He's answered the challenge all day today. Battled back against Devin Hoffer. And won impressively against Jared Sierra. And that's a great shot there by Alec Blue. Showing some fight. Flushing the 1-3. Taking 10 back of his own there. Alec looking to get a turkey of his own here, as that was a key double. See if he can make it 3 in a row. And he gets the mixer, hitting them thin to win, as Slammin' Sam used to say. So Alec Blue starting to feel it now. Well, as Nolan White knows, Alec's getting some sticks, so he's going to have to keep pouring it on. It's another good shot there by Nolan White. Unfortunately, leaves the 10-pin on this shot. Just not quite getting the pin carry. So he changes to the hard ball, going to straighten it out. And he does bring that back. So after that spare, that puts Nolan at 139 in the 5th with a spare up in the 6th. Nolan making another great shot, but leaving another 10-pin. He's going to change the spare ball again and straighten things out. And he does bring that back. So back-to-back 10-pins by Nolan White. As he's giving Alec Blue a little bit of an opening here. Alec on a 3-bagger. On some turkey time, and he's on the strike train looking to make it 4 in a row here. Alec getting another great break. Crossing over again. Brooklyn side. Just basically a cave-in. But with that strike, that gives him 4 in a row, and he jumps out to a 15-pin lead now on Nolan White. He's regained the lead, and he's looking to take complete control of this match. Another strike here, and this kid's off to the races. This has been his troubled lane so far. He's been struggling. And he rushed another one, yanked it again. Pulls the ball way, way inside of his mark. Once again, leaving the 1-3-6-8. And as we said before, this is a very choppable spare. He's going to have to try and fit this one up perfect here. And he goes right at it, so Alec converts the spare. With that conversion, it gives him 154 in the 7th with a spare up in the 8th. As he has jumped out to a 15-pin lead. Nolan White's got to get back on here to regain this match. Gets a great break of his own. Little splash mixer. 7-pin goes out late. And he cuts the lead to 13 sticks there with that strike. Looking to dig into that a little bit more here. Oh, and unfortunately, it looks like he got a little flat. A little, maybe too much behind the ball, a little bit too straight. Didn't quite get the back end snap that he's been seeing all match long, and leaves a washout. Look, he's throwing a cutter here at it. He's giving it a shot. Great conversion there by Nolan White. Went to the spare ball, threw the backup cutter at it, and converts. Great pickup by Nolan White. So after that washout pickup, that puts him at 198 in the 8th. As he cut the lead to 13 pins after that pickup. But he leaves the door open for Alec Blue. Alec pretty much controls his own destiny at this point. And he pulls it again. So another crossover shot by Alec Blue. This time fortunate enough not to leave a split, but he does leave the 6-10. And this is not no gimme spare, folks. So Alec's definitely going to have to bring this back in crunch time. As he changes to a spare ball. And unfortunately, he chops the 6 off the 10, takes it straight back. And that's going to be an open and a tough 9th frame for Alec Blue. As he goes 9 out, that gives Alec 181 scratch in the 9th. With his handicap, he is currently sitting at 220. So he has definitely opened the door for Nolan White. At this point, Alec's max potential is going to be 211. Nolan White can still go out for 248 scratch. So Alec goes wide of the mark on this one as he leaves the dinner bucket. As he leaves the 2-4-5-8. And this is another tough one, folks. Definitely not a gimme. Alec needs to slow down here and bring this spare back. It's close. And unfortunately, he chops the bucket, leaving the 5-pin. And that's going to open the door for Nolan White here as Alec finishes with 190. A great game by Alec. Above his average. That gives him 229 with his handicap. Nolan can get up here and double to slam the door. So let's see what he can do. His opening pitch. Great shot there by Nolan White, taking 10 back. With that strike, that puts Nolan at 218. He's cut the lead to 2 pins. Another one here by Nolan and a good count. And he's going to move on to meet Matthew Staninger. Another great shot there by Nolan White. Flushing the 1-3. And he has pretty much locked this one up, folks. He went to the bags. Got a test ball here. Going to try something out for the final. And he finishes with 3 in a row. So great game by Nolan White. As he is going to move on to today's final as he wins 248 to 229 over Alec Blue. Alright folks, well we are back and we are getting set for today's final. Boy is this one going to be a dandy. We got 2 of the most powerful players in the tri-state area about to go at it. We're going to have the two-handed phenom from Franklin, Ohio, Nolan White, as he is going to face off against the top seed today from Centerville, Ohio, Matthew Staninger. Matthew just coming off a regional win of his own. Is going to start this match out here. Being a top seed, he's going to start things out on lane 19. Matt, a staffer for EBI, averages a cool 244, not too shabby. And his opening pitch is a good one. So he is letting Nolan know that he's here to play. And this is going to be a scratch face-off, folks. Both of these gentlemen well over 220. Nolan 235. As he got by Alec Blue in the semifinals. And he's going with the ball that he was trying out in the final frame of match number 2. As he strikes in the first as well. So we're going to see some pins flying in this one, folks. Hold on to your seats. Could have something special here. Nolan getting set. That modern two-handed delivery. Revving it up. And got 9 and a wiggle on that one as he leaves the half 10. Nolan changing balls here. Going to straighten things out. And he brings that one back. So great conversion there by Nolan. Unfortunately, I don't think spares are going to win this one, folks. The way these guys were warming up, it's going to be a ton of pins flying. Let's see if Matthew can jump on that here and get an early double in this match. As he's playing that deep inside line. 5-step delivery, smooth arm swing. And that's your end result. So 10 back again by Matthew Staninger. Just really ripping the cover off the ball. Showing the folks out there that it can be done. You don't have to two-hand the ball to get a lot of power out of it. Just get that quick release, get the thumb out early, and crack on it. That little whip through arm swing that Matthew's got. Reminds me a lot of Dave Wadka back in the day. Really strong roll. Another great shot there by Matthew Staninger. He's got the first 3, and he's got some turkey time. So he's putting the pressure on Nolan White. But Nolan stared at a few turkeys here in his time, so I'm sure he's going to battle back. And he makes a good pitch here in frame number 3, but unfortunately the light mixer just did not get the 7-pin out. So a shaker 7 for Nolan White. And he does bring the spare back. So after that spare, currently Nolan is down 21 sticks. He's going to have to get back on the strike train. This one could be over quick if he can't keep pace with Matthew. Doesn't look like Matt's going to stop. So there's a good break there by Nolan White, tripping out the 4-pin late. He'll take it. A little smile on the face. Always nice to get a break every once in a while. As we stated, Matthew out of Centerville, Ohio, makes the trip down every week. And another great shot there by Matt. He's got the front 4. Taking a commanding lead in this match as he is up 32 pins at this point. And it looks like we need a ball return here. While we're waiting on this, folks, we'll just like to mention to everyone we're going to be out at Cherry Grove Lanes this weekend. The final 2 weekend days for the Brian Himmler team event. that he holds every summer. It's going to be $4,000 guaranteed first place for the team that wins that event. We'll be out there covering the event, getting some highlights and some footage for everyone to enjoy. We like to do that from time to time from different events in the area. We try to make what we can with the busy schedule we have, but we'll get out there a couple shifts and show off some of the talent in the tri-state and surrounding areas that come out to support our events. As Matthew's looking to make it 5 in a row here. Great shot there by Matthew Staninger, an unbridled display of power. Headpin rocketing off the sideboard, high crossbody into the 10, looking like Jimmy Superfly Snuka. You are out of here. So Nolan looking to stop the bleeding here. He's going to have to keep pace and hope for a break. And he makes a great pitch there, so Nolan getting another double here. And he's looking up at the scoreboard. He knows what's going on here. He's thinking sheet. He's going to have to take it all the way out to have a chance in this match. And hopefully Matthew stops the strike train that he's on. Going a bit high on this pitch there by Nolan White as he leaves the 4-pin. As he's just going to throw off his strike mark here and bring this single pin spare attempt back. And he does convert. So Nolan brings the spare back, but unfortunately, as we stated, spares aren't going to win this one. After that spare, that gives him 108 in the 5th. And that currently puts him 42 pins down in this match. Matthew with the first 5, looking to make it a 6-pack here. And that's another great shot by Matthew Staninger. Don't go away, folks. He is halfway home to perfection. Matthew earlier today in the sweeper had a perfect game. That's right, folks. He's already had one today. And he finished with an 800 series as our top qualifier today. So Matt is dialed in and looking to roll another one here. And that's another great shot. Front 7 by Matthew Staninger. At this point, Nolan White's just looking to get out of the way. As he goes through the nose, leaving the 3-6. Just kind of going through the motions here. As he is down quite a bit at this point. Nolan does convert the spare. Puts him at 126 in the 6th frame. And unfortunately he goes through the nose again, leaving the difficult 6-7-10. Right now he is just trying to get out of the way for Matthew. So sign of respect there by Nolan, but he did give that split a shot, going 9 out in the frame, putting him at 152 in the 8th. So Nolan's max potential at this point is 212. This one's pretty much all but over. But a great run by Nolan White today. And it's all about Matthew at this point now with for a chance at perfection again. And folks, he is looking good as he makes another great shot. Flush in the 1-3. Just as smooth as you can get. So Matt's got the front 8. And he's in the 9th frame now. Let's watch. Lane 19, Matthew Staninger. Matthew getting a terrible break. Made a great shot. Shreds the rack, gets a shaker 7. The streak has stopped, but a great run by Matthew as he brings that spare back, and the wood coming all the way up back up the lane. A little bit of emphasis on that one. This one's all but over, as after that spare attempt, Matthew's already at 229. His max potential is going to be in the 270s. Nolan just going through the motions here, and of course now you strike when the match is out of reach. But a great run by Nolan White. He will definitely be back. Folks, just a reminder, we're going to be out at Cherry Grove this up and coming weekend, so there will not be any sweeper at Gilmore. Out of respect for Brian Himmler's event, Chris Woods has elected to postpone his sweeper until the following week. So we will be back in 2 weekends. We hope they have the cameras back out there as well. We're looking to possibly bump down to Super Bowl to cover some footage there on Friday nights. Pending our schedule, we'll try and get down there and cover that as well. As both Matthew and Nolan are striking away here, looking to get this thing wrapped up. We want to thank Chris Woods, Chuck Edmondson, Pat and the gang, Gilmore Lanes. They got this place looking sharp. They're looking to get things filled up for the up and coming winter session. And folks, if you're looking for a center to roll in this winter, check out Gilmore Lanes for men's league, women's league, mixed couples, or children's leagues. You can give Chris Woods a call here, and he'll get you squared away on what's going to be available. As Matthew's looking to wrap things up here, he finishes with a cool 268 to Nolan White's 212. As he is going to be your sweeper champion for this week at Gilmore Lane. So congratulations to Matthew Staninger. From all of us here at King of TV Bowling, we want to thank you for viewing, and we'll see you next time on the lanes, where you could be our next featured champion. Take care. The King of TV Bowling Sweeper Series has been brought to you by CheapBowlingBalls.com. The only thing that's cheap is our low prices. White Oak Auto Care, family owned and operated for over 30 years. Give them a call today at 513-741-1300 for all your automotive needs. If your business would like to get involved with our sponsorship programs, give us a call today at 513-967-8796. Folks, you can catch all this great action by following us on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at www.kingoftvbowling.com. Thanks for viewing, everyone. Until next time.